plays a fool sometimes, and you don't really want to be the fool this time. But in the right mind, if you only let the small things slide, then maybe you will see the bigger picture shine. Do you really need a ring to show who you belong to? If it's only a display of all that you have gone through, does this really mean love? Or does true love belong to those who go through these things? To be wifey, easy for all to see.
What's up, y'all? It is way past my bedtime, and I haven't seen y'all in a minute. We've had holidays, we've had stuff, lots and lots of stuff. And if anyone happens to be up right now, hey. I'm awake, so I decided to check in with my viewers. I hope everyone had a wonderful last week. We'll call it that. I know lots of folks do not observe the holiday that a lot of y'all just got paid for taking off of work. And I know a lot of folks that do. So it's not a judgment zone. Just I hope y'all enjoyed y'all week. I hope all of y'all are doing well out there right now. I see some folks just dropped in. Thank you for stopping through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome. Welcome to you for coming in to check in on the Queen's Royal Court on today's Just Live podcast, featuring myself, Queen Sanaa. I'm going to talk about a few things today. I was going to take it slow, but I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So today, we are going to talk about, first let's talk about this video playing in the background. All right, I know some of you have seen it, and I know some of you have not. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video real quick. This is from my TikTok page. Now, mind you, if you have not followed me on TikTok, I would love for you to go ahead and do so. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. Follow me on TikTok as soon as you have a chance. Didn't do what I wanted it to do. Try that again. As I adjust. Don't get me started on this. Satin, slippery satin. Anywho, today we're going to talk about this video first. So I'm going to get out of your face so you can see it real quick. And then we're going to talk about some other foolishness. It is drama season, y'all. It's drama season. So we're going to talk about some of that drama in a minute. Okay. How some of y'all showed up just for the drama. And that's okay. I'm not going to disappoint you.
for the girls on the grind. This is for the girls that'll work full time. This is for the self-made girls, you're the self-paid girls. Better never let them change your mind. Girls who fly, girls who thrive, living out dreams money just can't buy. If you question your why, you feeling defeat, you gon' look in the mirror, repeat after me. I am humongous, I am resourceful, I am much better than ever could be.
So, what you just watched was a clip of myself doing a tutorial for a fashion club. And the tutorial was also a Q&A session in which they asked questions about my experiences, about some of the good, bad, and ugly of fashion design. I had a discussion about the cape that I have on today, which we will talk about as well, just for a little bit. Shout out to Savvy Chic Clothing, always my brand, and I always represent everywhere I go, Savvy Chic Clothing. So this is one of my pieces. I'm going to talk about that first. This is from my Savvy Cape collection. And this collection was actually established a while back. It was exclusive. It was one only, and it was custom, so special request only. And yeah, that was a popular one. But now it is a ready-to-wear item. It's available for who wants one, and who wants one. So the one that I'm wearing today is an animal print. First of all, it's very snug. It's very, very snug. As you saw in the TikTok clip, it comes very far down. It's pretty low. It's not furry, but it feels like velvet, for lack of a better description. And the inside is very, very soft. It's satin in my favorite color, yellow. And it's double hooded, so I wore my puff today and I didn't want to smash it. I hate smashing my puff, but my puff is also resilient. So I want to show y'all the double hoodedness of the cape, right? So this is hood one. Of course, it's not this high when I don't have a puff, but this is hood one. You see the seam down the middle, right? And this right here, that's hood two. Like, let me situate the situation. Okay, look. Don't ask me no questions about this double hood. No, ask me the questions about the double hood because the puff is messing it up. It's the puff, man. That's all right. I'm not taking my puff off. I refuse. But listen, I need you to understand why it's double hooded. First of all, okay, there we go. Got my seam right. Okay. First of all, you see that? You see that? Even with the puff, I'm gonna braid all discombobulated. Even with the puff, you see that? Y'all see that? I know you see that. Okay. So here's the situation. First of all, a lot of movement in that double hood, right? A lot of movement. Second of all, let me bring it back out. Second of all, there's texture. I told you my puff got me discombobulated, but you see that seam down the middle? So you have a fluidity of the actual pattern of the print. You have the fluidity, right? When you look at the seam. My puff seriously got me discombobulated, so I'm going to pull this down in a sec. But I just wanted to show you, I have it fastened with one of those gigantic safety pins. Can you see that? Don't worry about my nails. I'm not selling nails. My gigantic safety pin here, and it's folded over so you can still experience the satin. Don't judge my puff. The point is, this cape is caping, okay? It's doing what it's supposed to do. What do they say? It's giving what it's supposed to give. That's what I was told. That's what I'm feeling about it anyway. I told myself the same thing. Now, it was nice and chilly, right? And the satin, it allows me to move underneath this cape, with ease, like gliding, And the top layer, like I said, it feels like velvet, but it brings a lot of warmth without making you feel restricted or without overheating. For those of us who like the crispy fall air, but we don't like to overheat from too many, coats and restriction and all of that. It's some versatility, and for me, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm a cape girl. I don't care what anyone says. So this is what I wanted to talk about, a little bit of tea, because I know, right, that some of you know that I had been awarded, I can't really see it through here, Fashion Designer of the Year is what it says right here, right behind my hand. Does that help? Fashion Designer of the Year. You see that? There we go. Fashion Designer of the Year before everything shut down. And I'm going to be honest, for me, that was a huge achievement, because I had been nominated once prior to this particular award season. It was called the Mountaintop Experience, if I'm not mistaken. And I had been nominated prior, at a time when there was a lot going on. We don't even have to get into it, but I didn't win that year, the first year, right? So I wasn't deflated. Somebody I really admire won that year, and I was really, really excited to celebrate with her. So, that's what it was at the time. But then the next time I was nominated for Fashion Designer of the Year, I brought this award home, and that was a big deal, because I was kind of coming into my season, if you will. However, then we had a major shift in things, is how I'm gonna word it. And I had to sit the hell down. I didn't want to sit down, but I had to sit down, and a lot of us didn't have a choice. But I was working, and I was working, and I was working, and there were times when I got discouraged. Fashion wise, there were times I had to choose to do something different, even though I didn't want to do something different. So I will tell you, I didn't stop working, and what that means is that this year, when it came back around, I don't know if you can see this one. This one says excellence in fashion. So first it was the Fashion Designer of the Year, and then it was the excellence in fashion. Listen, these are like fashion Grammys. I'm not going to hold you. These are like fashion Grammys, okay? And I'm not bragging, but I kind of am. I don't want to be cocky. That's not the goal. The goal is not to be cocky, but I want to talk my shit. I want to talk my shit. I want to talk my shit. And I want to talk my shit because I have worked hard. I've worked very, very hard when it comes to fashion. I have experienced a lot of changes and trends. I've experienced a lot of, shortages has been the buzzword for a couple of years now. I've experienced shortages in fabric, shortages in materials, shortages in you name it. Okay. Especially when things first started to, how do I want to word this? When we were first in the house, we were inside, and you couldn't even find elastic at any store anywhere. It was hard to even find elastic online. That's elastic is something that's so simple. Um, Certain really basic materials when it comes to fashion, design, clothing, etc. Just it wasn't there. It wasn't available, right? And this is what I'm saying. I didn't stop working. I was working. So I went from fashion designer of the year. Again, I'm not selling nails, so y'all could judge my nails, but I don't care. Fashion designer of the year to excellence in fashion. That's what happened. That's what happened because I was working. Because I was working. I was working. And so yeah, that was a quick brag. I'm gonna show the video one more time. One more time because I don't know. I was just so excited. I made a TikTok and I don't know, I thought my transitions were kind of cool. So again, if you haven't followed me on TikTok, please do qsqueensanaa. I'm gonna show this real quick and then we'll be back to talk about this drama.
This is for the girls on the grind. This is for the girls that'll work full time. This is for the self-made girls, you're the self-paid girls, but I never let them change your mind. Girls who fly, girls who thrive, living out dreams money just can't buy. If you question your why, you feeling defeat, you gon' look in the mirror, repeat after me. I am humongous, I am resourceful, I am much better than ever could be.
So yeah, that's my brand. That's my Savvy Chic clothing, my Savvy Cape. And again, it's Cape season. So while they used to be special order only, while they used to be exclusives only, you are more than welcome to order you a Savvy Cape. And right now, they are available. I want to say everywhere. I want to say in all the stores, but I'm not in stores yet. That's right now. Next year might be a different story. So if you want a Savvy Cape, you DM me, you send me a message, do your thing, and I will get back to you. So again, I'm gonna just say for those who are just coming in, this particular Savvy Cape is satin, and it's kind of like it's a soft material on the top. I think it's velvet. I have to do the fabric test. Oh, y'all don't even know about fabric tests. Let me tell you something. Did you know that certain fabrics, you can find out what they are by putting a little bit of nail polish remover on them? I'm talking about acetone. I'm not talking about the other kind. And if it melts, then you know that it's that fabric. It's so cool. It's certain fabrics that you could test what they are by setting them on fire. And if the fibers don't burn, then you'll know it's like a synthetic fabric. But like if it's wool or something, it'll burn. It's so cool. Oh man, listen. I didn't get these because I like to put on cute clothes. I really, listen. I've been putting my work in for a very, very, very long time when it comes to fashion. So I stand on my brand. But when I test this, I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. I feel like it's velvet, but it may or may not be velvet. I'm gonna just say that. Okay. Moving on. Did he or did he not? Y'all knew I wasn't going to keep quiet on that one. Come on. Oh, man. Did he or did he not?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh.
Oh, my God. Listen, I know we've all gone at least partially down this rabbit hole. I know we have. I know it. You can't convince me that we haven't. And everyone has spoken on it. And we all know the reach of the rich and powerful, and yet we're talking about it.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
And We all know the severity of the discussion. So I'm going to take the plunge. I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but first of all, if you did, if you did, okay, if you did, I really, you know, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, it was a tough thing for me to hear, read, see, engage in. And I really said I wasn't going to do it. I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I said I was going to mind my business. But also, as an advocate for the abused, I'm going to straighten my cape on this one. I'm going to clarify. There is no discrepancy between the he's and the she's when it comes to rape and abuse, okay? I do not believe that any one identifying gender has any precedence over any other when it comes to that, okay? If it was non-consensual, if you were coerced, if you were tricked, if whatever it is, regardless of, how you identify yourself, it is wrong. It is not okay. It was not okay if she did it to him, if they did it to them, if he did it to her, if he did it to him, if she did it to her. It's not okay. I do not discriminate when it comes to, okay? That's the first and the foremost. Second of all, let's be very clear. Very, 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 very clear. And then even more clear. The amount of people who falsify accusations is very, 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 very small. Very small. Okay. What's up with your boy, man? What's up with your boy? And then 50 got a hold of it. 50 got a hold of it and wouldn't let it go. I've seen some things in the past 48 hours that I didn't need to see. I'm gonna just direct you over to 50's Instagram page. I'm not gonna even go too far, but 50 is having a field day. I'm gonna say that.
Bruh.
He's doing a lot right now. But realistically speaking, I got irritated. I got annoyed hearing people talk about, oh, it's just about money and settlements and, okay. Maybe not. And does that make it better that happens, or isn't it still bad, or am I tripping? This is not my wheelhouse either. I'm going to say that. But since it's going on, I felt the need to speak on it. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter what your status is. It doesn't matter who you are. And unfortunately, a lot of people that we know are doing the same thing. They're just not wealthy enough for people to talk about it yet. But that's that. It's drama season. So we're going to talk about this drama. I'm always advocate for victims. Like I said, I don't care who they are, male, female, you know, it doesn't matter who they are. I'm going to advocate for victims. So there was that part. But off that, because that's annoying. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Everybody's talking about that and everyone has an opinion. And I'm going to keep mine to myself at this point. Let's talk about some other things, though. What causes people to be like that? What makes people act like they're entitled to other people's personal space? What makes people act like they're entitled to other people's bodies? What makes people act like they're entitled to do whatever they want to do? It's not just the money. I don't think it is. I don't think it's the money. We know it's about power and control, right? So let's talk about power and control. Let's talk about power and control. First of all, when does it start? When do you realize that a person is just a bad seed? When do you realize that no matter what they do, no matter where they go, it's just going to be chaos, confusion, and ugliness? You know, when do you realize you need to hide your kids and hide your wife from this individual? When do you realize that no one is safe? Right? Does it start when they're little? Does it start when they're babies? Does it start when they hit adolescence and you realize that, you know, they have to be stopped? Does it start when they start to get a taste of power? Is it that they didn't have power before and now all of a sudden they do? And so, you know, anything goes. When does it start? I'm curious because, you know, I always say, and y'all gonna judge me, but I don't care. I always say there are no bad kids. Kids are not bad. Behaviors are bad. And why am I going back to kids? Because I feel like it starts somewhere. Where does it start? Right? Is it how they were parented? Is it, you know, like the good son? They have great parents, but
Oh my God. Oh
like,
my God.
what is it? So I was just thinking about all this gentle parenting stuff because you know, some people like to say that parents that aren't hard are the reason why children grow up and are doing the most, you know, turn into the Menendez brothers, for example. Some people think that if you are not gentle with your children, they're going to grow up and, you know, and be psychotic or whatever have you. I know everyone is different. I know different people respond differently to different things, but seriously, y'all, when does it start? And listen, talk to me in the chat because I want to hear what you think about it. It's not just about my opinion. I want to hear what the people think because the world has gone insane. Insane.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your
Insane.
mind?
Insane. So where does it start? Right? And for all the people that are talking about gentle parenting, what about when the kids are not gentle? What about when they some roughnecks? Right? What about when your kids be trying to jump you? Right? Are you gentle parenting then? And for the parents who are rough, you know, for the parents who, you know, put their kids in a headlock and DDT them every every so often, what makes you feel like you have to do that? What are the behaviors that make you feel like that's the best way to raise a child? Listen, I don't have the answers. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on out here. What's going on out here? Every so often, your favorite celebrity or whoever is on the big screen about some fuckishness. I said it, some fuckishness. I'm going to put that on the screen next time. And everybody ain't lying. Not everybody. Come on. I said I was going to keep my opinion to myself, but y'all know people like that too. It's not like they're not out here. Everybody knows about that uncle that, the kids can't be around, or, the dude on the block that all the women avoid his house. Y'all know. They're out there. We all know. Right? So again, where does it start? Does it start with how you're parented? Does it start with how you're not parented? Does it start with things that happened to you growing up? Does it start with you may have had those thoughts and then now you have power and prestige and you're going to do what you want to do? What is it? I don't expect y'all to really know. I'm not saying you should have the answers, but I think it's a question that's worth asking. Where does it start? Where does it begin? What leads to these kinds of behaviors? What makes a person say, I like you and I want you and we can do this the easy way or the hard way? What makes a person say that? What makes a woman decide she's going to drug a man and rob him? Oh yeah, no, we're not giving passes to anybody. What makes a woman decide that she's going to assault a man? Let's talk about it. No one is exempt. You're not entitled to someone else's person. It's not an entitlement. It's actually a privilege. It's a privilege that should be appreciated, not a property. Right? That's my perspective. I guess maybe because it's 2023, that's just not the thing. But this is also very old stuff. So this ain't just start, did it? Yeah. I think it's time for people to really examine themselves and their perspectives and why certain things get a pass. Because I don't understand it. What I do understand is what's on the other side of it and the narrative that, we are feeding to the children that are coming up that are going to be the old people at some point. Like, where does it stop? So for me, I'll tell my story one day and maybe I won't, but I'm going to always advocate for victims. Always. Like I said, I don't care what your pronouns are. I don't care what it does not hold any bearing and bear any weight on where I stand when it comes to victims, regardless of how you identify, whether you are a him or a her, a them or a they. It does not make a difference. It is not okay. And if we're keeping it a band, I'm ready for some of the fellas to start speaking out about what happened to them. I'm not even being funny. I'm ready for them to go, me too. I was also put in an unsafe, compromised position and asked not to say anything for an undisclosed amount of money. Because I think then I think people will start taking this more seriously. Sure, people will clown them. Okay, yeah, victims get clowned all the time. But I honestly do believe then people will start taking them seriously. When the fellas start going, oh yeah, I was held against my will. Oh yeah. I know y'all heard the Dwight Howard thing. I know you did. It's kind of old news now, but not really because the Dwight Howard thing happens every day, B. You know how crazy it would be if like 10 dudes stepped up right now and were like, yeah, we were victimized too. I thought I was going for a studio session, but I think a small percentage of people will laugh and make jokes and whatever have you. But I think a lot more people would be like, oh, wow, this is really real. How do we fix this? How do we make sure that this doesn't keep happening? Let's see what you're talking about in my comments. Because I'm tired of talking to myself. Ah, hey. Thanks for showing up. What are your thoughts on all this? What do you think? If more dudes started stepping up and saying, listen, you know, I was bamboozled, hoodwinked, and thrown in the closet. Like, how would this change things? Then would people still be saying, oh, this is about the money? Or would it really be like, this is problematic? I want to hear what y'all think. Y'all real quiet in the chat. I'm not used to talking to myself on the Just Live podcast. Okay, we communicate here. So, if you feel like commenting, let me know what your thoughts are about it. I know it's kind of far fetched, but that's drama, man. That's drama. Feelings affect everything. Say more about that, please. I feel sleepy, and that's affecting me rambling. Yeah, but I don't know. It's crazy to hear that there was a settlement 24 hours later because, immediately people are thinking, oh, he's guilty. Oh, he did it. He had to have done it. And, I heard a lot of other people saying, well, when you have money like that, it's easier to just deal with it right then, nip it, right? I don't know. I heard it's a lot of funny looking animals under that rock. It's a lot of funky skeletons in that cloud. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I just know that if by the end of the week I hear from at least one dude, I was a victim too. Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. That's what I'm waiting for. And we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna mind my business and pay my taxes, but listen, I almost want to put money on it. I don't be doing it. I don't be doing it. But I'm almost willing to that by Friday, it's gonna be some guy that goes, listen, I was trying to go record a song, and next thing you know, I was getting hugged from behind. Look, I'm serious now. People have a lot of skeletons in their closet. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. Don't you open mine. I mean, you can, but yeah, no. You're right. People do have a lot of skeletons in their closet. And that's why I said I really want to keep my opinion to myself for the most part. And when you talk about, victims, when you talk about abuse, when you talk about manipulation, when you talk about power and control, when you talk about stuff like that, you know, sometimes I'm inclined to speak on it because I encourage people to speak up, right? You have a couple of bones in yours. I hear you. Listen, I don't think anyone is exempt, right? So, the court of public opinion, for example, a lot of times I'm like we all have some shit. We do. We all have enough shit not to have, the right to sit around judging anyone. And, right? At the same time, you don't want to, well, I don't want to give people a pass to just violate other people. That's not okay. Especially when so many people that I know, right, have been violated. And just seeing the after effects of what that looks like. I'm not even talking about on a celebrity scale. I'm talking about on a regular, degular, schmegular, right? To quote our favorite drug and robber. Um, sorry. Yes, I did. I said it. You know what it looks like on the other side because we all know some people that have been through some ish that even if we had to ask, why did you stay in that situation for so long? We all know it was some foul stuff. And we all know that on the flip side of it, it was like, dang, I'm really sorry you had to go through that, or that's really messed up, or I wouldn't really wish that on nobody. We all know people like that. So I'm not giving no passes. Honestly, we don't know what our parents been through, really. We don't know what our grandparents went through, right? And if we're being realistic, people that look like me, it's a whole lot of stuff in the history, right? So I don't think victimization is cool. I don't. If he says no, no means no. If she says no, no means no. If you got to get somebody drunk or high or under the influence to have your way, it falls in that category. Sorry. I mean, if you had the conversation before a couple of drinks, that's one thing. Yes, it's a slippery slope. I know. It's a slippery slope. That's why I'm saying, where does it start? Does it start when they're little? Does it start when, puberty hits? And I don't know, does it start when they hit a certain point and feel like they have a right to do whatever they want to do? Does it happen for some people when they become rich and powerful? I feel like rich and powerful people that do that type of stuff have always been like that. That's my perspective. And I could be wrong, but like I said, we all know a few folk, that could stand to be away from everybody for a while. I do not condone putting people in cages. I don't. Just realistically speaking. But if we had a village, we know it's some people that need to sit at the edge of it for a little while. See, that's why I mind my business and do my fashion. That's why I mind my business and be fashion designer of the year and excellence in fashion. Like, I mind my business and earn my fashion Grammys because It ain't safe out here. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't. It's crazy out here. I think when opportunities arise to any human, they change up slightly. You know what? That's kind of vague. Like, I don't know what you mean by that. So I feel like maybe you should come up on the platform if you feel like it, because I want to hear more about that. Let me read that again. I think when opportunities arise to any human, they change up slightly. And what that sounds like to me, I agree with, but if it's not that, then I don't want to, I don't want to agree to the wrong thing. So let me know what you mean. Or come join me on the panel, because we haven't shared a panel in a minute. It's been a while. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said, this is not a judgment zone. Not judging people, but when it comes to people being violated, I'm gonna always advocate for people. If it's all about a payday, if it's all about that, that's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother ball game. I don't know. What you gonna do, Jim?
Emotional damage.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Oh my God.
It's past my bedtime. Forgive me. I am a little sleepy. But Sarah, yeah. So the food for thought from tonight's episode is: what color cape are you going to order? Will it be satin on the inside or some other material? Will it be print on the outside, or will it be solid? Will it be, what is that, velvet, or are you going to go with another material? Listen, let's talk about it. Hit me up in my DMs, email me, find me on savvychicclothing.com, and let's talk about, because that's your food for thought. That's what you're going to take with you. What kind of cape are you going to order? Yes, man capes and women capes too. Yeah, sure do. You like my jacket? This is a cape. Oh, you missed the conversation about the cape, but that's okay, because we can talk backstage about your cape. You're gonna need a tall cape. Yeah. And we talked about this double hood. This double hood is very functional. Do the satin, do the right. Yeah. We talked about all that. Only thing I didn't show y'all was the tag in the back. So yeah, your takeaways. What kind of cape are you going to order from Savvy Chic Clothing? Right. What is up with this drama season? Right. And do we have a responsibility to parent children gently? It's some roughnecks out here. It's some wild children out here. There are, but again, I don't believe that the children are bad. I believe that they do the most. I believe that sometimes they do the absolute most. They do. However, I also believe that it's our responsibility to get to the root causes of those behaviors and figure out how we can nourish, nurture, instill, enforce, and do it in the kindest, healthiest way possible, because we are raising future adults who are going to grow up and choose to be anti-grape, anti-abuse, right? Right? And pro-healthy, happy adults who believe in consent, no matter how powerful or rich they get. And I'm telling y'all now, don't wait until I'm a billionaire to start trying to come all out the woodworks talking about, nope, I don't know you now. I didn't know you before. I'm not going to know you then. Nope, don't do it. Let this serve as the record. Listen, that's my show. I didn't even expect to be on here this long, and I did not play one song. I'm tripping. I'm wilding. I'm doing the most. I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to play this sound. Mm-hmm. Are you done? Okay, I think it's, oh my God. Yeah, it's about time to skedaddle, but you know, and in case you didn't know, I released a single on October 28th. If you didn't hear it before, you'll have a chance to hear it now, because I'm about to head out. It's called The Kids. It's available on all streaming platforms. Find it on your favorite streaming platform. Go ahead and play it. But before you do that, honestly, I don't know if I asked you before, but I'm going to ask you now to hit that like button. I think you should hit that like button if you haven't done that already. I think you should follow me on TikTok if you haven't done that already. I think you should do whatever you want to do, because that's your prerogative. I think I'm going to play The Kids right now. Hope you like it. I'm gonna get it together.
I'm just being in love. 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 When I met you, I didn't care about love. Didn't think that I would ever fall in love. Didn't know that we were so compatible. Simple, letting go of what I linger on the edge of heart. I met a love that tears apart. It tears apart. No, they don't know what it takes to be in love. They don't know what it takes to be in love. They don't know what it takes to be in love. Oh, we both know what it takes to be in love. They don't know what it takes. They don't know what it takes to be in love. They don't know what it takes to be in love. Oh, we both know what it takes. We both know what it takes to be in love. Gonna be in love. This is something I can't control it. How you feeling? I just can't call it. I just know how I feel inside. I got love on my mind. Ooh, you know that I just adore you, and you know that I'll come before you. I just know how you feel inside. I got love on my mind. I'm just being in love. 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 I'm just being in love.